Horizon Kids!
You're gonna bring me over when it's time?
Yeah.
That's for the mother.
Hey Horizon Kids!
We can start again then. Yeah.
Great.
Is that right?
Yeah. Hey Horizon Kids!
What's up?
Welcome to vlog number 32. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Horizon Kids Sunday vlog.
Yes, here we go. Well, as always, if you haven't hit subscribe already, you should hit subscribe.
Yep, go
Give us
ahead.
a like, and
For more fun content throughout the week, you're gonna wanna check out our channel, and when you're subscribed, you get notified when there's a new video posted, so you can keep up with us.
you should do that.
And hey, let your friends know about our channel as well. If you
Yeah.
enjoy watching the Horizon Kids Sunday vlog, why don't you tell your friends?
Get the
maybe-
neighbors over.
Yeah, your neighbors, friends from school, friends from soccer or dance or whatever it is. Let them know about the fun you have on Sundays, and maybe get together and watch with your friends. How fun would that be?
So good, Carly. Cool. Well, for those who live in Surrey and the surrounding little area, we are having in-person kids restarting today.
So if you're in the room at our Surrey campus in-person kids program, hey guys.
Hello.
So we're gonna be starting to do this now. We're gonna have a kids program at our Surrey campus at
So
the
exciting.
9 and 11 a.m. service.
Yep.
So if your parents are going to that service, they can also register you for the kids program. There's only 18 spots available for kids,
Yep. And what ages are those for, Carly?
and you have to be 4 years old or older.
Yep.
So 4 and up. So you can register, you can tell your parents to register for you next week.
Yep. Junior leaders, come be a part of it as well.
Yep.
Just come wearing your junior leader shirt, and we will make sure you get some responsibilities.
Yeah, we'll have you guys help out with things.
Yeah.
But just register the same way you would as a normal kid as well.
Yeah. Awesome. And if you have any questions about that, get your parents to message the Horizon Kids Instagram or give Carly at horizonchurch.ca an email.
Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome. Well, I think it's time for the
Weird holiday. Nice. Well, we have a friend joining us today.
We do. We're celebrating today National Pasta Day.
Pasta.
Pasta. How do you say it? Pasta or pasta? I don't know. It's tomato, right?
Well, it's pasta because we have pasta Craig, right?
I don't know.
No?
It's one of those words that you can say either way.
I guess. Okay.
So, I think I use both. Depends on the sentence, I think. I don't know.
Well, joining us today, we have Pastor Daniel. Pastor Daniel?
Celebrating Pasta Day, we have Pastor Daniel.
Woo! Come on over, Daniel.
So,
How's it going, Daniel?
Good. That's pretty good. I personally, my favorite pasta is fettuccine alfredo with chicken.
It's not Pastor Craig?
No. I'll take a fettuccine alfredo with chicken, the fettuccine, the thicker noodle, lots of alfredo sauce. You gotta have that Parmesan cheese.
That's
nice.
good. And where would you go to get this incredible meal?
Toscano's used to be. They got new owners now in Courtney, but used to be the best fettuccine
Daniel's from the
alfredo with
island.
chicken.
Yeah.
Olive Garden's got a good fettuccine alfredo with chicken.
Okay.
Katie makes a really good fettuccine alfredo with chicken. Now, if you're in a hurry, Costco. Costco actually has like the pre-made type things, fettuccine alfredo with chicken. Good die for it. Great.
So good.
well, lucky for you, Pastor Daniel, we've got fettuccine,
Oh,
Nice.
Good day.
Oh, wow.
and we've also got some penne.
And it's how much you can eat in a minute, right?
Yes.
cooked, uncooked.
Go for
Uncooked.
it. Uncooked, just as is. So instead of showing you guys how to cook pasta, because that's boring,
That was my idea.
Water, heat,
yeah,
pasta.
exactly.
Want to know when the noodles are done? Throw it against the wall. If it sticks, your noodles are done.
Huh?
Whoa.
Clever.
Pro
Wow.
tip.
Yeah, and if
And
you
that
go around
little
to...
circle in the pasta ladle, you know, that's got the teeth on it,
Yeah.
the circle in the middle, if you actually, a little spaghetti tip, if you fill that with spaghetti noodles, that's about one serving.
Have you tried that?
I did, yeah.
And it works?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I wanted a little bit more, but it was a good
Like a
serving.
normal
Yeah.
serving size. Cool. Well, we're gonna play a game today with these.
I love candies.
And we've got Pastor Daniel here to help. And
Pasta.
he is...
Pasta Daniel.
Pasta Daniel.
Pasta Daniel.
Pasta Daniel.
He's gonna be competing against Jacob.
Pasta Jacob.
There we go.
I
They're each
expected
gonna
that to go
get
everywhere.
one piece of fettuccine because we didn't have spaghetti in the pantry.
Just
So one,
put it
yep.
right between your gap.
See, Daniel's got an advantage.
Can't do
He's
that.
got a lot of
That-
space just for it.
Yep.
And then they'll have these penne noodles on the table.
Yep.
Now let's clear up this. So ready? 3, 2, 1. So
Drew, 5 minutes?
No.
This is really hard to speak with.
Speak for yourself, man.
Yeah, you got. Oh.
Ugh. Overapproved.
No.
nice. All right. So in 1 minute, you guys have to try and get with your fettuccine pasta. Get one of the penne and put it on your plate. At the end of a minute, the one with the most penne noodles on their plate is the winner.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Can we do multiple penne at one time on the same stick?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
We'll allow it. On your mark, get set, go. Take some serious concentration.
It's hot.
You're at 30 seconds. So Daniel's actually got one on there. All right. I think maybe the gap is an advantage. Wow, Daniel is. Yeah. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Canada!
It's really hard, guys.
It was easy.
So Daniel clearly wins with 4.
Jacob's got to eat a dry penne
Yeah.
and swallow it. Come on, loser.
Yeah,
Let's
go on. Can
Is
he
this
do
COVID
it?
safe?
Yep,
Yeah.
it is. It's in
You
your
go.
mouth.
Only you touch
Chew
it.
it.
Oh, it's really.
Yeah, bite down, bud. There you go. All right, keep it going.
With AMSMR?
Yeah. It's ASMR. Wow, that
swallow.
is very crunchy. How does it taste?
Like pasta.
Really?
Yeah.
It's whole wheat pasta too, so it's healthy.
It's not actually too bad. It's getting better. I think my mouth is like warming it up. Yeah.
Ready for a snack. All right. Well,
You want to try one?
No, good, thanks.
Kylie?
I'm all right.
You sure?
No, I'm good, thanks. Well, thank you, Pastor Daniel.
Happy Pasta Day.
Happy Pasta Day.
Pasta.
Whoa, that's so appropriate because it's Pasta Day and Pasta Appreciation Month.
Whoa.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, thank you.
Nice. Well, now that that is done, we can move on to birthday shout-outs.
Birthday.
We've got a bunch of birthdays today for you guys. We're
Yep.
so excited to wish big, huge happy birthdays to all of these people.
Yeah.
So here we go. Who's our
Here we go.
first one?
Well, our first one today is Nate, who turns 6 today.
Nate.
Happy birthday, Nate.
Happy birthday to Nate. So exciting.
Yeah.
Next up, Abby turned 7 this week. Happy birthday to
So
Abby
good. Happy
over
birthday,
in
Abby.
Princeton. Hope you had a wonderful birthday with your Princeton crew. We miss you guys. We love you guys.
Of course. Yep. Okay, next up, we have Emmanuel, who turned 8 this week. Happy birthday,
Happy
bud.
birthday, Emmanuel. So awesome. And then turning 10 this week, happy birthday to Marcos.
Happy birthday.
Double digits.
Double digits. And next up, we have Danielle, who turns 11 today.
Happy 11th birthday today, Danielle.
So good. Next up, we have Taya, turning 11.
Nice. Another 11th birthday. Happy birthday to Taya. So exciting.
So good. Who's next, Carly?
Then we've got Angel turning 12 this week.
Woo!
Happy birthday, Angel.
Happy birthday. Next up, we have Matthias, turning 14 this week.
Turning 14, Matthias is one of our awesome junior leaders. He
So
runs
good.
the sound booth.
Yeah, he does an awesome job.
So good.
And who do we have next up?
Last but not least, we have the amazing Horizon Kids leader now at Numa Church,
Yeah.
Naomi.
Woo!
Her birthday is today, so happy birthday to Naomi.
Yeah, and if you've missed Naomi, you can actually check her out on the Numa Kids videos.
That's true,
They're
yeah.
doing their own kind of vlog things, and she is starring in those videos too. So fun.
Awesome, yeah.
Awesome. Well,
great.
what are we doing this month, Carly, for October?
Well, we are continuing along our theme through the month of October, all about integrity. And our theme this month is off stage, drop the act.
Nice. And so our verse for the month is Proverbs 10, verse 9, which says, "Anyone who lives without blame walks safely, but anyone who takes a crooked path will get caught."
That's right. And so the whole month we're focusing on this big word called integrity, which means choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do.
So good. And our bottom line today is when you're not truthful, you lose trust.
Yeah, so we're gonna look more into what that means and what the Bible has to say and what the Bible can show us about being truthful and losing trust and
All about integrity.
all of those things about integrity.
So good.
Let's go check that out right now.
Hello, friends. It's me, Graham, and I am a hero. Hee-yah! 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 Uh-oh. Well, okay, I'm not a real hero, but I'm pretending to be one. It's fun to be a hero because heroes have integrity. Integrity is choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do. And heroes, above everything else, are truthful. Of course, it's also fun to pretend to be the villain.
Now you will know the power of the bucket. For I, Buckethead, am your second cousin once removed.
No, that's impossible! We look nothing alike!
Would I lie to you?
Yeah, probably.
You're right, I probably would.
The good thing about pretending to be the bad guy is that I can stop pretending anytime I want. But as you'll see in today's story, when you cheat and lie in real life, it's a little harder to take your mask off.
It's really hard to breathe in here. I'll see you all back here soon.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 2 Kings, chapter 5.
Naaman was the commander of the army of Aram, one of Israel's greatest enemies.
Forward march!
Though Naaman was a wealthy man, he had one problem that no doctor could solve. He had a terrible skin disease.
Make it go away.
Then Naaman heard news of a prophet in Israel, Elisha, who might be able to help. But instead of going straight to Elisha, Naaman took rich gifts to the king of Israel, along with a letter from the king of his own land explaining how important he was. The king of Israel frowned as he read the letter from his enemy, the king of Aram.
I am sending my servant Naaman to you with this letter. I want you to heal him of his skin disease. What? No! I'm not God. Your king is trying to pick a fight with me.
But I just
Not
want...
this thing, not this thing. La 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 la.
The king of Israel made such a fuss that Elisha heard the news and sent a messenger. It was probably his trusted servant, Gehazi.
I'm a good guy. Trust me.
Gehazi took Elisha's message to the king.
Elisha says tell the man to come to me.
Gehazi raced back home to help Elisha prepare for the important visitor, and sure enough, the king of Israel sent Naaman straight to their doorstep. Gehazi peeked out the window.
Look how low the chariot is riding. What's in the back? Embroidered robes and bags of something?
Gehazi?
Hurry up. You gotta look good for this guy. I'll get you your best robe.
Nope,
You're not wearing the robe?
I'm not going out.
Not going out?
No, you are.
My robe?
What's wrong with your robe?
It's old. It's not even a decent name brand like Melchizedek or Queen Jezebel.
Elisha sent his servant out the door with a message for Naaman.
Are you the prophet?
No. But let me just say that is one excellent chariot. I see you got the golden hubcap.
Where's Elisha?
He says, go, wash yourself in the Jordan River 7 times. Then your skin will be healed. You will be pure and clean again.
I thought Elisha would come out himself.
I know, right?
Look, can't he just say some words and wave his hand and, make me better?
That's what I was thinking too.
And the Jordan River? I mean, it's full of muck and tadpoles and... forget it.
Naaman tore off, angry, but his servants convinced him to follow Elisha's instructions. Naaman dipped 7 times in the murky Jordan River, and when he rose from the water on his 7th time,
What?
his skin was perfectly clean. He was healed.
Unbelievable.
Naaman raced back to Elisha's home. This time, the prophet came outside along with Gehazi. Naaman marveled at his unmarked arms and hands.
Now I know that there is no God anywhere except in Israel. Please take a gift from me.
Gehazi inched closer to the chariot. He could see the richly colored robes hanging over the bags of gold and silver.
Is that a genuine Melchizedek robe?
Uh-huh, the real deal.
Just have your servants unload around back and I'll...
Nope. I serve the Lord. You can be sure that he lives. And you can be just as sure that I won't accept a gift from you.
What?
Please, I'm begging you.
He's begging you, Elisha.
But Elisha still refused to take a single coin from Naaman and send him away in peace. Elisha went back inside, leaving Gehazi speechless on the doorstep.
What? No. Seriously?
Gehazi could still see the dust kicked up by the horse's hooves.
Elijah should have taken something. If he didn't want it, he could have just given it to me.
With that, Gehazi took off running down the road. His arms pumped and his sandals flapped as he crested the hill and came up alongside the chariot. Naaman pulled it to a halt.
Is everything all right?
It's fine. My master sent me to say that 2 young prophets have come to visit. Yeah, that's it. Please give them 75 pounds of silver and 2 sets of clothes.
Oh, of course. Take twice as much.
Naaman's servants carried the heavy bags of silver and clothing back up the road. But as they approached Elisha's house...
Hey, thanks. I got it from here.
Straining beneath the weight of his heavy load, Gehazi snuck inside and stashed the clothing and silver in his room. Then he hurried back out and strolled through the front door.
Can't whistle.
Elisha studied him with sharp eyes. Where have you been?
Oh, me? I didn't go anywhere.
Didn't my spirit go with you? I know Naaman greeted you. I know you took money and clothes.
I was just being nice to the horses, making their load lighter.
You and your family after you will have Naaman's skin disease.
Then I can't wear my new robes.
Sure enough, Gehazi's skin was soon covered with sores, just like Naaman's was. Gehazi's lie had won him some new clothes, but it had cost him Elisha's trust and a full and healthy life.
Elisha's servant Gehazi told some lies, didn't he? He lied to himself, saying he needed more stuff than he already had. He lied to Naaman to get the stuff. Then he lied to Elisha about all of it. Maybe Gehazi wasn't a bad guy, but would you be able to trust somebody like that? Never! What if someone lied to you? What if they said they were going to keep a secret, but they let it slip out? Or if they said they'd do one thing, but then did something else instead? Do you still trust them? Oh no! It's harder to trust people after they've let you down, right? Correct! It works the same way when we're the ones who tell the lie or don't do what we say we'll do. It can make us come across as the villain. So here's the one very important thing to remember. When you're not truthful, you lose trust. When you are truthful, you're the hero! And if you need even more evidence that being truthful is the way to go, look to Jesus. He always did exactly what he said he would do. He can be trusted no matter what. That's what I want to be. What do you say, Buckethead? Will you turn from your villainous ways?
Do I get to keep the bucket?
Sure.
It's a deal!
Great! Go be heroes, everyone. Bye. Hey, Buckethead, how do you feel about tacos?
Hey everyone! So we are continuing on our theme of integrity. And so I wanted to talk to you more about this Bible story that we just watched and what that can mean for our own lives. So here's the thing. We've all done things that we know are wrong and tried to get away with it, right? I know I have. I think that's just what we do. So I wanted to play a little game that I thought could be fun. We can all be honest with each other because we've all made these types of mistakes. So I'm gonna invite up Jacob to come and play this game as well. So Jacob's here and he's gonna play this game with me. So what you have to do is put up all 10 of your fingers.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna read out 10 things, and if you've done those things, you have to put one of your fingers down. And by the end of it, you'll see how many fingers you have left up. Now remember, we all make mistakes like this. We all do things that we know we shouldn't, so we can just have fun and be honest. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck some extra dessert when you were told you couldn't have any more.
Definitely.
Put a finger down if you've waited until the night before to finish your homework when your teacher told you not to do that. Put a finger down if you've ever played with a toy inside when you knew you were only supposed to play with that toy outside.
BB guns, yeah.
Put a finger down if you told your parents that you cleaned your room when you actually hadn't. Put a finger down if you've ever said that you brushed your teeth when you actually hadn't. Put a finger down if you've ever said you washed your hands after using the bathroom when you actually hadn't. Put a finger down if you've ever blamed a sibling for something that you did. Put a finger down if you've ever borrowed something from a sibling without asking permission and then pretended that you didn't. Put a finger down if you didn't put a finger down for one of those last 9 questions, even though you actually did that thing. All right, how many fingers do you have left?
4 left.
Jacob has 4 left.
I
So
think.
if you're playing with anyone else at home, then you can compare. Or if it's just you, then you can compare with Jacob. And whoever is still holding up the most fingers, and we're honest about it, then that's the winner. Thank you, Jacob. The reality is that we are all human and we all make mistakes. Sometimes we make those mistakes by accident. Sometimes we do it even though we knew better. The Bible story that we just watched is a pretty wild one, complete with skin diseases, almost 1,000 pounds of silver and gold, and washing in the Jordan River to be healed. But I think the craziest part of that story is what happened with Gehazi. You see, Gehazi knew that lying to Naaman about what Elisha asked for was wrong, but he did it anyway. And then Gehazi again knew that he shouldn't lie to Elisha about what he had done, but he did it anyway. It makes me wonder a few things. First, what made him decide to go and ask for Naaman's stuff, even when Elisha said no? And even more than that, I wonder what would have happened if Gehazi had just been honest with Elisha when he was confronted about the whole thing. Instead, he lied. He told Elisha that he didn't do anything and that he didn't go anywhere. So I wonder if the outcome would have been different. Have you ever been there before, though? I know in the beginning when we played that game, we talked about a bunch of different things where I think we can all relate to, where you know what the right thing to do is, but you don't do it, and then you lie about it, and you take that risk, and you try and cover up what you did, and you cover that up with more lies and more lies until it's a bit too big of a stack, and that's exactly what Gehazi did in that Bible story, and it cost him big in the end. So when it comes to our lives and covering up lies like that, we might not face a consequence quite the same as, coming down with a skin disease, but I think you guys can all agree that we do face consequences when we lie. So why do we do it? Maybe it's that we're nervous about what's going to happen if we tell the truth. Or maybe the person will be disappointed with us and they'll have a hard time trusting us again in the future. But the risk of that is worth it compared to them just discovering on their own that you weren't truthful. It's really important to be truthful from the start. It makes life a whole lot easier. This is the example that we also see in Jesus. He was never afraid to tell the truth, even when it cost him everything. And as we follow Jesus, he can give us the courage to tell the truth. But that's the thing, is we won't always get it right. We know that we should tell the truth, but sometimes we do the wrong thing even still. And in those moments, when we make that mistake and we decide to try and cover it up with a lie, that's just gonna get us into even more trouble than what the mistake was in the first place. So it's always a good idea to admit it right from the get-go and take the risk of telling the truth. It's the right thing to do. So here's a question for you. Why is it important for people to trust you? See, we're talking all about trust and how being truthful will help build trust, whereas not being truthful will lose trust. And why is that an important thing in life? Think about the people in your life who you might be tempted to tell a lie to, or maybe that you've even told a lie to recently. Maybe your parents, sibling, teacher. How could this be affecting your relationship with them? When we decide that we want to live our lives with integrity, we need to drop the mask and be truthful with what we say and do. This can be especially true with how we have integrity with our words. Because our bottom line today is that when you're truthful, you lose trust. And we want to be trustworthy to our friends and our family, and we want to live a life of integrity because that's what Jesus did, and we want to show Jesus to those around us. So let's pray together and ask God to help us in this area, that when we make these mistakes, that He would give us the courage and strength to be honest and not to cover it up with lies, but to be truthful and to ask for forgiveness for our mistakes. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for your word and for the help that it can be to helping us understand how we can live our lives in a way that reflects you and shows others Jesus. God, would you help each and every one of us to go throughout our lives and be truthful in everything that we say and do, no matter how hard it can be sometimes. And God, when we do mess up and we make mistakes, even though we know we should have done differently, would you help us to have the courage to come forward and be honest with what we did, instead of covering it up with lies out of fear? Help us to be honest and truthful. And we want to do this because we want to reflect who you are and who your son Jesus is, and because we love you. In Jesus' name, everyone said together, amen. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I will see you later.
Well, we are so glad you joined us today, Horizon Kids. It was great to have you with us.
It was. Hope you guys learned something new about integrity and the Bible and how that can apply to your everyday life.
So good. So we have 3 questions for you to finish up with, and then we'll be done.
Yep.
So, first question, Carly.
First question, why is it important for people to trust you?
Yeah.
It's a great
Why is
thing
it important?
to discuss, because we learned today that being truthful will build trust. And if you're not truthful, then you lose trust. So why is that something important for us to be aware of and concerned about?
Yeah, so good. Well, our second question is, when we choose to be dishonest, can we ever be sure our dishonesty won't affect anyone? Why or why not?
And the final question is, how does choosing to be truthful affect our relationship with God and with others?
Yeah, how does it affect it?
So some great points to discuss, maybe around the dinner table or on a car ride or with your family or friends. And just talk more about the whole concept of integrity and what it means to build trust and be truthful.
So good.
Well,
Awesome.
We will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, we'll see you on vlog 33.